we're off. Amy.
I just had a question. Like, I wondered how you're going to do the rock bit. Have you looked at any tutorials or?
There's a few things. You could either do it with ThinWire, which would be easier to edit out, or there's the thing of you literally get the shot without the rock, the shot with it, and then you cut out a bit with the rockers and place it over the like wire or something like that. Or, yeah.
What you can do is if you film it with a wire or whatever, in After Effects you can just upload it as a because After Effects is like Photoshop but animated Photoshop. So in After Effects you can just add it as a layer and then just map it out. So cut it out and just have it as a so you can upload the video into After Effects, upload that as a layer, that bit of moving footage, cut it out and then just put it on the background. AJ?
For your target audience, you said because it's low budget, it'll be targeted towards young people. What's to back that up? Because I think in a way it might be the opposite. Because with young people, if they watch something, they want to watch something good. They're not bothering to watch student films. Whereas like people in the film industry, they're looking for new talent maybe. So what do you have to back it up?
Well, it's like I kind of figured it would be towards the younger audiences because of the humour in it. It's used in it because it's that kind of thing like young people find funny, and these days like older people don't really find the humour and just like little things like that usually.
I think also because a lot of young people make the short films, they kind of understand the low budgets and they also watch them to get inspiration, so they'll watch other low budget ones.
What you shouldn't lose sight of is who we've already established your target audience is for short films. So you kind of need to talk about that and then maybe add that in, because you know your core audience are filmmakers, students, you know, we've already established that. Okay, next.
For your the plan schedule, you did say like research should be done by October, but obviously that's like an ongoing thing. So you should like constantly be researching into new ways you can sort of like adapt your film. So that's like pretty much what I had. And I obviously you put on the props, you have like the character in the NASA t-shirt. I was wondering whether you make the fact he's an astronaut obvious, or whether you sort of leave that to the audience to sort of figure out as the fact he keeps dropping things, like why, sort of make a mystery out of that. Why does he keep dropping things?
Is he going to
don't know he's an astronaut.
Is he going to be part of an interview as well?
Yeah, it starts off with a TV interview where he's explaining it.
Okay, so it's sort of like up to you whether obviously we make it really obvious or like sort of leave some of it to the audience to decide, maybe like only in your first opening 2 minutes and then go from interview from that point onwards. It's like you could use it a few different ways to make it look good. So yeah, I really like the idea as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought I really liked your narrative as well. I thought it was really well thought through, and like even as you were pitching it, people were like laughing at the idea just by like thinking of it. So I think your narrative's like pretty down to the point. The only thing I thought that you might not thought about is that say like think pretty much every astronaut you've ever seen is American, and I don't know if your actor's gonna be American or something, but there's just like a bit of a gap there. So,
But Tim,
we're kind of basing it on Tim P.
Exactly. And he's an astronaut.
I mean, he is American.
No, he's not.
Nah, he's just pretending.
No, he's not.
Alright, fine.
That's what makes it topical, isn't it?
Well done.
I mean, Karis?
It's a really good narrative, but like on your target audience, on your demographics, you were talking it was kind of like low income, like working class. Like,
That's what AJ said.
Yeah, and I think going back to what Owen said, like in the start when you said you were going to explain the whole gravity thing, I think you've got to explain it really well because otherwise it's going to be really difficult to understand. It could just be clumsy.
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna add anything to why he's dropping it? Like, are you gonna make it like really obvious that it's the whole? I'm like wondering how you're gonna do that.
That's a
Like
good question.
in the interview, we're gonna have the interviewer asking him like, how was he getting used to gravity again and what it was like space and the journey home.
How's he
And we're just gonna
adjusting?
make it like we're gonna make it like really obvious that part.
Yeah.
And then when he goes to drop it, we're gonna make it like he's just gonna hold it there and drop it, so it looks like he's literally trying to place it somewhere. Just try making it obvious.
What you could do is, obviously, if the interviewer asks the question and then he just goes, oh, well, and then just cut away to obviously what he's been like and then sort of leave that question there at the start. So then he's asking how you've adapted to life back on Earth, and the audience has then shown how he's done it. If you know what I mean, I think that could work quite well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So instead of him giving
Yeah.
a straight up answer, you see it instead of hear it.
That's a
So
good
I think
idea.
that'd be good.
Yeah, I think that would
Have
work.
you ever thought about like astronauts when they sleep standing up?
Yeah,
Have you ever
we
thought about little things like that?
we actually kind of had the idea of like starting off with a scene of him just falling out of bed,
Yeah.
and then we go to the interview which explains that whole scene.
That'd be a good way
Good
to spin a cliche as well.
Yeah.
So
Owen?
Yeah, I was going to say, have you thought about, because you said about doing the interview, like you could maybe do like not fully, but kind of add a few montages like throughout the film of a smooth documentary, like keep asking the question, might make it a bit clearer narrative. But that was just like one of my ideas. It won't improve or disprove it in any way. I thought that would be something nice to add.
That's a good idea. Anything else, guys? No, I thought it was a really good idea. Like they all said, I think the narrative is really strong. So what you need to do is just make sure you plan how you're going to film that really, 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 really clearly, and you put a lot of effort into filming it, because that's what's going to take the time. I think if you filmed it effectively, your editing will be a breeze, and you'll be able to get the full narrative in.
Yeah.
Okay, so really, really think about your editing, think about your storyboards, think about your shot lists, think about filming for coverage. All right,
Okay.
but good, well done,
Thank you.
good work.